Hello and welcome back to the 100th episode of the Misfits podcast. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are.
100.
It's the boys.
It's fucking
We're
epic.
Back with the big hundo. We're here on Discord because the world is burning. I'm joined today by my co-hosts, Mason, aka Zuckle,
What's going on, boys?
Toby on the tally,
Hello.
Swagger Souls,
Yo, yo, yo.
and
We pimp chimping.
Jay, aka McCreamy, is here as well.
Hi.
Forehead
And
cam.
this week's episode is rated 5 stars on iTunes by Bruce the Shark 28, and he says McCreamy might have more subs than Fitz, but does
Yeah.
he have a Tesla? I mean, that's a good
Ooh.
point.
No, I don't. I don't even have my
Cool.
license. Like, what do I...
Yeah. Dude,
No.
Jay,
now the-
congrats, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I'd just like to...
Congratulations.
I'd like to make it public knowledge that I don't give a fuck. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not a big deal, but it's nice to mention that you are now the most subbed Misfits and well
Yeah,
earned
dude.
as well.
It's time to get
grind in your videos.
a second sellout channel. Wait.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
No, don't do that. That was my downfall.
Yeah.
That was my downfall.
Yeah, I can never
keep
fuck
doing
with the
exactly what
second
you're doing.
channel. Doing
I
one
made-
channel was just too much for me.
I made one and I was going to do like IRL content, but I forgot the password to it.
Yeah, isn't it still like on your channel?
Yeah, it's in my
Suck
sub.
me off.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
up me
yeah,
off.
I remember
It's in
that.
my sub box.
Yeah. I
You
remember
forgot
that
the
shit.
password.
Yeah.
It's like Fitz.
You never posted a video.
So
Yeah,
that's
no,
like
I-
two things I've lost my password on now: my TikTok and my
My
second
God.
YouTube channel.
You know, you
Write
can
them
just,
down.
you can just fucking. I got my TikTok password back. You just have to reset your password.
Yeah, but I've already got a second account now with like more followers. So
Oh, but the first one's verified.
yeah, I know, man. It's a bit of a
Ah.
conundrum, but you know,
bit of an
A
L.
conundrum.
I've been thinking about like uploading my clips on TikTok.
wait, was that
but-
the right word?
Yeah, conundrums.
Conundrum.
Oh,
Conundrum.
fuck!
Yeah, it's a
Not
proper use of
conundrum.
it.
I said it wrong, but oh well.
Yeah, so
No,
close
sorry.
though.
You're actually
Yeah.
like this close. Good effort.
Yeah.
What-
I'm really conflicted about uploading clips on TikTok.
Do it.
Oh.
Otherwise, other people are going to do it.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just weird because I have like 3 or 4 TikToks like already posted that are just like IRL original content, and I feel like I don't know, like just cutting up my previous videos and throwing them on that TikTok is, I don't know.
Who cares? It's
Yeah.
either you do nothing with it or you do that.
Yeah.
right? Like,
Literally.
see
you
how
really
it
want to be
goes.
doing like goofy TikTok dances for attention or following the trends. Like, I couldn't
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
personally. I could not imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, look, dude, TikTok is such a useful app, but I fucking hate that place so much. Goddamn, I hate TikTok. I absolutely resent the hell out of it.
I
Dude, that
hate it
shit
as
calls
well.
China.
I don't
China's
like what it's
awesome.
doing to this country. I don't like that it's spied on our kids. But then again, everyone's spying on our
Yeah,
kids.
what the fuck? Surging since coronavirus too.
Yeah.
And it's
Surging.
also made in China, the app. So, conspiracy
Oh.
theory right there.
TikTok gives you COVID.
Yeah, or the,
Yeah, that's the main
Yeah.
spreader I heard. Yeah, if you do a cringe
100%.
dance on TikTok, you are
Get
90% more likely to contract coronavirus.
Fact.
Mhm.
Fact.
Whoa.
There's a reason we don't have it. So, like,
Yeah.
We don't want corona.
Mm-mm.
Guys, we have a new employee of the month.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
Oh
Fuck
shit!
yeah.
He's right there.
Yeah,
We're
right
there.
there.
He's
We're
right. He's
there.
right
We're
there.
there.
He's somewhere here.
He's somewhere there.
amongst us. His
Absolute
name is
gangster.
Jonathan Valer or Valer. Jonathan. Oh God, could you
That's
guys?
an awesome
Johnny.
last name.
Johnny
is
boy.
here.
Johnny
Johnny
boy.
J.
He has purchased the $1,000 tier on our Patreon, which is something that's kind of just been chilling there for ages. I forgot we had that shit. And then,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yesterday I was like, oh, we actually have a new employee of the month. I was like, no fucking shit.
Employee
So,
of the
Jono,
month. That's so awesome.
Holy shit!
Thank you, buddy. Much love to
Thank
you.
you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Appreciate the
Thank you
support.
so much.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking
And,
epic. You'll have
yeah,
a nice little
100th
spot
episode.
somewhere on the screen.
somewhere on the 100th episode of the podcast, and for the rest of the
Yeah.
month, you'll be here just chilling.
Yeah, dude.
We might have to be doing
100th
these
episode.
podcasts on Discord for the rest of the month, but we'll see.
Yeah,
See how things go.
most likely.
Yeah,
But
Australia's
it's
not in
probably
a good
for the
place.
best. It's probably for the best
Probably.
because that means that Toby and Jay can come on these
Mm.
a little bit
Absolutely.
easier.
Yeah.
COVID's
Yeah.
really fucked everything.
It's
we
fucked
we can't
Kind of
commute.
did, yeah.
You can't do anything. Oh my god, we had a bunch of videos lined up that were just fucking canceled.
Mm. It's
Yeah.
But that's just it, man. So what are you gonna
Very
do?
big.
The world's fucked.
Besides wait and maybe get COVID-19.
Yeah, I reckon we just get it for content. You know?
True.
Honestly, like
we all
I'm
got
scared, but,
COVID.
like,
We
it might
almost
work.
died. That shit would
Yeah.
be great. Like a picture of like me on a ventilator.
Misfits go to Wuhan.
That's so fucked.
No,
So
it'd
let's
be
go
pretty epic.
directly to Wuhan, a one-way trip.
Yeah.
We just start scoping out where it came from. So it came from what?
They
Bats.
think,
Coronavirus?
they think a wet market. They think probably through bat meat or something similar.
Oh my god.
Maybe pangolins. Something
bat
like
man
that.
did
Are
it.
bats even edible?
Yeah, sure. Anything's edible.
Really?
Anything's edible if
If you
you
give
put
it
it
a
in your
go.
mouth.
Yeah.
That's so yucky.
Yeah, it's something else.
we
They
have a lot
also
of
think
bats
it came
here.
from a. They also think it came from like a virology lab. People like researching viruses and all that shit. But that's like kind of conspiracy theory territory.
Yeah.
So it came from bats.
I mean, I read somewhere yesterday that even smallpox is still like around in certain labs. Like there are
Yeah.
labs where it's like officially contained, like they contain viruses. It's kind of terrifying to think about that. Like, you know, what if someone just decides to let that out again? Fucking smallpox.
Yeah.
Wait,
in circulation.
what?
The Black Plague and shit is like contained.
Yeah, but the fucking Black Plague is just overhyped media dog shit. Fuck all those media outlets that
Did
were
like a
like,
billion people die?
well, dude, fucking in like the 1100s, sure.
But
I
there
just
was
don't-
a recent resurgence of it
In
I think
Mongolia.
China is what
It was in Mongolia.
was it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Didn't
Fuck
it,
all
wait,
those
didn't it come back in
media
LA
outlets,
as
bro.
well? When we were in
Yeah,
LA, I
it did
swear an Uber
momentarily.
driver told us that. Yeah.
Dude, but
I'm
it's just-
hesitant. I'm hesitant calling out that it is overhyped because I did the exact same thing with coronavirus on this
Yeah, but
podcast.
there's a
It's
difference.
proven
One's a
extremely
virus,
wrong.
the other one is a fucking. Is it like technically a parasite or a bacterial infection? It could be. It could be
Dunno.
easily fucking removed from your body with penicillin. So it's like not an issue. It's just all the fucking media outlets are like, oh, bubonic plague in Mongolia. Oh, there's gonna be another Black Death, and then all the fucking idiots
Fuck
that are like,
me.
you know, have an IQ of room temperature, fucking fall for it and click on it, and then they get money. So I don't know.
Yeah,
IQ of room temperature. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
newspeak. Yeah,
So
guys,
so
we
fucking
should,
stupid. You
We
say?
should also mention, just before we keep talking about the Black Plague and human suffering, that we now have a Patreon Minecraft server.
We do.
Woo!
Yeah.
Minecraft's
We do.
lit.
Patreon, man, fucking for the
That's right.
$10 tier, the monthly tier. You could go on the Patreon Minecraft server and play with fellow patrons, and as well as that, there's going to be another server off of that people can join into while we play and stream together. They can spectate us and just fly around as little disembodied heads so that they could see us in real time as we're playing.
Yeah, can't they
Yeah.
talk to us too and shit, like in real time and chat?
Sounds
I-
insane.
Yeah.
we haven't tested it out yet, but we're gonna
No.
do a stream, I think, this Sunday, or we'll see.
Sunday, band this Sunday.
And it's gonna have the that sort of C-scoop integration thing where it's like
Yeah.
different amounts of money donated do different challenges on the stream and stuff like that.
Yeah, so spawn creepers or lava or whatever. We have yet to test the plugin, but it
Yeah, so
should
we're
be
gonna do
ready by Sunday.
Gonna do some SMP streams and just hang out and
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Exciting! I'm so excited for Misfits SMP.
You could play your own SMP, like kind of faction based stuff. We have creative plots, so you could build houses and shit. There'll be competitions and whatnot. But yeah, just go to like patreon.com/misfits and join the $10 monthly tier, and you'll be set and ready to go.
yeah,
You're
our team has
whitelisted
been
and
working on
everything.
this for ages.
Worth.
Yeah, it's been like a couple of months.
It's gonna be pretty cool, and I think pretty unique in a lot of ways too. I'm not sure if there's many other servers that kind of have done what we've done here, so definitely worth checking out. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Frick yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What the hell's going on, fuckers? What's happening?
Is anyone doing fucking anything at the moment?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, we're just stuck, aren't we? We're just
Trying to stay alive, I reckon.
yeah.
Toby's still in New Zealand.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back, but I originally got told, it's like, oh yeah, you can fly back August 5th, and then someone said, oh, actually, no, that flight got cancelled, and apparently flights keep getting cancelled because in Australia, you have to quarantine as soon as you get there, and you have to quarantine in a hotel, and I think the hotels are full, so they're just not letting flights come in.
Why a fucking hotel? Why can't it be like you come in, you go to the place you're supposed to be, and then like you get tested,
Yeah, who knows?
and then like everyone in the residence.
maybe they just feel like they can contain people better in hotels. And, like,
Yeah,
it's
well,
more
they
trusted that
obviously not.
Yeah.
The fucking security guard, like the whole reason for the outbreak in Melbourne was like there was a security guard for a hotel that was fucking all of the people in the hotel. He was literally going in and some kind of Casanova, dude.
What?
Somehow
He just charmed his way in.
He
and it's
charmed his way in, dude. He fucked
Austin
like 5 or
Powers
6
cunt.
people. And then
There's
he
people lonely
spread
as
it
fuck,
around.
Quarantined for 2 weeks. He's like, hey, surely we just have sex. Like, why not?
Exactly, dude. A dirty
As
rooter.
if.
That's so
That's
funny.
crazy.
Hotels like trying to stop COVID spread is fucking stupid.
In New Zealand recently, this family threw a chair at a window in the hotel to break the window so that they could escape and get out of their quarantine, and then they all got caught. But it's like, you have to quarantine for 14 days. Is it really so bad that you are literally breaking out?
Yeah,
Also, why would you break out like that? Surely you can. Is it that hard to just kind of walk out the door? Like, what are the?
Yeah, I feel like they can't just keep you trapped there.
I mean, New Zealand has like the only cases New Zealand has at the moment are ones of people in quarantine. So I think they're really strict about it, and I think they're actually good at keeping people in because New Zealand's numbers aren't going up.
Yeah.
So
Just
That we know
don't get
of.
coronavirus. Like, just don't get it. Like, and then we're fine.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. I can't believe this. Like, every
We're
day I'm checking the
fucked.
news. I haven't
Yeah.
checked the news every day in so long, but now I'm actually like so curious as to what's going on and like, holy fuck, man.
It just
Yeah.
feels like it's not getting better, like at all.
No,
it's
it's
not.
getting
It's
worse.
really not. It's getting worse. It's getting worse everywhere. I mean, there's probably still a lot to come as well.
It's
to
not
be,
gonna.
like,
It's not gonna
downer
end
about it,
until
but-
vaccines are out, man. It's just not gonna end until like there's a rollout
Yeah.
of vaccines, and that's just maybe another couple of months. You know, I think by 2021, like the first quarter, like there will be vaccine rollouts to people that really need it, like elderly or immunocompromised or healthcare workers and shit like that. And if they don't drop dead like a couple months later, then they'll be like, all right, yeah, we're good, and they just push it out.
I have a friend who knows people that are working on vaccines for it, and they said that developing a vaccine for something like this can take years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Fuck.
also
though.
maybe not. It normally it would take years, but what America has Operation Warp Speed. I feel like they're just dumping fucking billions of dollars into like pharmaceutical companies to develop the vaccines. There's like 5 or 6 that have been working on it for like a solid year now, or a solid 6 or 7 months, 8 months, and some of their fucking trials like do show that you can have like antibodies that would be immunizing. You wouldn't have to worry about contracting it. All these vaccines, man, they work like different ways. It's very interesting. But a bunch of countries like
Bunch of
Britain and
cunts.
the U.S. I think the UK and the U.S. have like they secured 90 million doses, 100 million doses
Yeah.
like immediately from these companies. So as soon as it clears that stage 3 like testing trial period, which weirdly enough they're testing it in all like the fucking poor countries, like they're testing their vaccines in like Brazil and like South America and those kind of areas, which is kind of weird. But if it works, then I don't know. I don't know why. I think it might just be because there's so many people getting infected there, and they're like, oh well, let's try to help them. But also, part of me thinks that maybe they're just using them as guinea pigs, like as if they're like expendable.
Kind of like how like McDonald's tests out all its shit burgers in New Zealand before letting them go live in Australia.
Be kind of like that, except a little bit more serious. A little bit more serious.
Just making an example.
Yeah, but no, it's pretty crazy.
It is
to see all this shit happen still.
Yeah, it's just an absolute crisis, isn't it? And it's a crisis not just for like obviously the fact that there's a virus going around, but it's going to cause like serious economic repercussions and also I think mental health like issues as well.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
it's really kind of
100%.
insane.
mental health is
because
down, really bad.
Being cooped up
Oh,
inside
so
just
bad.
sucks in general, man. Like
It sucks.
Yeah.
I
So
miss
bad.
I miss going to bars, having a couple drinks, like, and you can't do that in like you can't do that anymore at all.
Come to New Zealand, you could do fucking anything here.
Yeah, but apparently in
Insane.
places like Sydney, they got all bars open and shit. Like people are still going to bars over there, but I don't know. I think it's just Melbourne that's like all closed down.
Yeah, it's Vic in Melbourne, but like Queensland has cases now. New South Wales has cases now. ACT has cases now. They're all getting cases
fucking crazy,
again.
man.
Probably, mainly because of Melbourne and Vic. So there's just like, I see a lot of the political stuff for Australia, like on YouTube, recommended to me, and I watch, and it's just people, like all of Australia is just shitting all over Victoria and Melbourne, and they hate us because, we're the reason for the resurgence when we had a really good handle of things, like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Shit was just starting to get back to normal here, man. I went out for ramen.
Yeah.
But even then,
That
even when
let
shit,
up.
even when shit was like, you could go outside, you could go to restaurants. Like, everyone was socially distant. There were a limited number of seats.
Legit.
And when you got your
Masks.
reservation, like you had to do this thing on your app, scan a QR code, input your information so that if somebody did test positive, you were notified. So it was like, a shit ton of stuff was put in place. So that, even something as simple as going into a ramen shop and having a bowl of ramen was, a bit of an effort. Of course, it's justifiable, but still kind of crazy. Like, how many more months or how many more years is the world going to be like that?
The world has been changed forever by this, I think, to some extent. Even if it's just like a change in hygiene standards or in, I don't know, in just like precautions in general of this happening again.
Yeah.
This has been like a serious ego check for humanity, I think, in the modern world. You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think like if something like this can like have such a stronghold on the world as a whole, surely like zombie apocalypse pretty realistic, like at some point in
Seems like it, honestly.
at some point surely like a virus comes out that's just a little more intense and causes people to fucking start eating each other and shit.
Well, Australia's fucked because we don't have any guns, eh?
Yeah.
We're gonna be boxing zombies, man.
VB bottles.
We have fires though. We have wildfires. We'll just learn to harness the
True.
wildfires.
Oh, true.
Kill the zombies with
Yeah,
those.
we're chilling.
We'll
Just
just burn
nature
everything
bend.
down and start from the ashes.
Nature bend.
A zombie apocalypse would be a little bit more exciting than this, I think. This is just kind of boring.
I mean, it would definitely be a little more intense.
Yeah.
A little more. Your life would be a little more at risk. You'd feel a little more unsafe in your own home, even.
Yeah,
perhaps,
but
if
at
there's
least I'll
zombies
feel
roaming down the
alive,
street.
right? At least I'll feel like I'm doing something with my life, right?
True.
I guess it would completely
Fucking running away from
completely
zombies and shit.
change everyone's goals to mainly just a goal of survival.
Yeah.
Which is such an interesting thing to think about, right? Because as people, we all have these lofty goals and ambitions, or maybe we even just like they don't have to be lofty, but people have ideas about where they want to be and what they want to do, and they're all abstract like human dreams that are based off of just like material desires, or find yourself in a certain position like on the hierarchy of life. All of that would completely go out the window if there's a zombie apocalypse. It all just becomes about survival. It all becomes about like, okay, how am I going to make it through to next year? Like, how am I going to keep the people around me safe? What the fuck am I going to do? Like, how am I going to get food? How am I going to get water? That would be such like a strange shift in life for everyone. What do you think the news would be saying if a zombie apocalypse actually happened, and maybe
Everything's
just a couple
fine. Everything's
walkers-
okay. Everything's okay. Everything's fine.
Really?
There's not
Really?
a problem.
Trump is
think
working
it would
on
be
an
just complete
a vaccine.
propaganda. I think, at some point, especially with social media, as you're seeing with coronavirus, people wouldn't be accepting it, right? Like they would have to start addressing the issue at hand. If there are zombies like walking around the street, like killing.
I think they're
people
paid
or biting
actors.
people.
This is all Bill Gates' fault. This is a
Right,
scamdemic.
What would society and government, like what precautions would they put in place? Like, let's say for coronavirus, you have to wear a face mask outside. What would be the equivalent for a zombie apocalypse? Would it be like, all right, don't go to the shops without your baseball bat with nails in it. All right, guys, make sure you've got your baseball bat with nails in it when you go to the shops for some food. Stay safe out there. Always
You'd
keep a
have to
gun on you.
barricade your house, like.
Yeah, like barricading policies. Like,
Is this like classic like transmission? Like a zombie has to bite you.
yeah, I'm not, yeah, nothing like too intense, but like just walkers, you know, like they're fucking deathly sick. They've got blood kind of like on them and shit, and like they want human flesh. They want to bite you, and
they can't run.
I guess maybe some can run, but by and large they're like slow. They're like, it's, you know, I don't know. It could be anything you want, really. But what do you think the most realistic zombie is?
I reckon
like
slow.
rabies.
Yeah, I reckon slow.
Like slow, rabies infested, just fucking can't run at all because like their brains just fucked up.
I think they'd run. I think it would be like a disease that would like make them essentially crazy and rabid, and they would just run around.
But surely they would get exhausted so quickly, you know.
I don't think
it would depend on the. It would depend on the individual that was infected, I suppose. Like if they were physically fit, like whatever.
Usain Bolt gets infected. Monka is.
Usain Bolt.
Everyone's like, we need to protect Usain Bolt. He can't get infected.
Mike Tyson.
Imagine a zombie full running like this, like Usain Bolt's like you'd be shitting yourself. You'd be shitting yourself.
Fuck that. Yeah, I mean. What's the motivation of the zombie? Like, why do they want to?
Brains, bro.
People?
Like,
they're hungry.
Is it just? Maybe it's like a parasite that just wants to spread. So, like, and the way to spread that is just by coming into contact with other people and biting
that's
them, right?
fucked.
It's like a parasite takes control of people, and it's like a virus that actually takes control of your entire body and just makes your sole desire to infect more people.
It's like The Last of Us. You know, The Last of Us. Like that whole thing was predicated on a fungal infection similar to the one in ants. Have you heard of that fungus that literally will zombify an ant? It'll take over and make it do stuff. Fucking
it's
insane.
It's an actual parasite, right?
I've not heard of
it's
that.
a fungus.
Yeah, neither.
That's probably the most realistic
fungus
way that the zombie apocalypse can actually happen. So let's say that happens, right? And like cases are rising and more, and these like highly dangerous, parasite-driven individuals on the streets. What kind of measures? What's the government going to do? Like, how are we going to get rid of this problem? Let's put our heads together right now on this call and try and solve an imaginary zombie apocalypse. Okay?
We're not going to like manifest it though, right? Like, I hope not. At least
only a lab in China could do that, Jay. We don't have to worry about it.
True.
Wait, if it's a fungal infection, does that mean it's viral? Or are you saying in this situation they have to come in contact?
It would probably spread through spores.
Yeah.
So inhaling the spores.
But let's just say like a very small amount gets out at first, and then the rest of the spread is just through the zombies infecting them.
Where is the spread? Say it's like Melbourne, where we are.
Yeah. So let's say it starts in Melbourne, where we are, but at first it's kind of subtle, and people are still traveling. And they're carrying the thing they don't know, so it kind of gets into other countries too.
I reckon everyone migrates to Antarctica, and all the people who can't make it just probably have to die, I guess.
Yeah, so it's just as mass dash for Antarctica.
It's like we re-civilize in Antarctica
because it's cold.
Where it's cold, they wouldn't be able to function properly.
Yeah,
Antarctica's a big place as well. Like you could have like a kingdom there, you know.
Ride leopard seals.
Yeah,
but then what happens when the ice caps
really lives
melt?
there?
Oh, true.
What happens? True.
Yeah.
True.
Then we're fucking Aquaman.
No, then you have a bunch of water. Fresh, clean water.
With that? Like Waterworld. Have you seen that movie? The fucking the one. Yeah, that's fucked.
You guys know that
civilization is the
I think there's no winning.
You guys know that there's a bunch of red algae that are it's like covering a lot of the ice caps, and because it's red, like usually with ice it doesn't melt because it's white and it reflects all the light. So it doesn't have to worry about, fucking melting. But with the red algae all over the ice and all the snow, it absorbs heat so that the ice melts quicker. And because the ice melts quicker, it's more water, and then the algae spreads.
Pog.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like a runaway train.
So
fucking
just
hell,
exponential
man.
growth, basically, of this red algae.
What was that?
So what are we actually doing? Like, how are we going to save the world from zombie apocalypse? So, like
tanks.
Tanks.
Boats.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at some point you're going to have to apply force, right? Because these zombies aren't going to kill themselves. They're not just going to comply.
They're not going to kill themselves.
Maybe
you have to murder them, right?
Process of elimination could be you sit on a boat, you play some loud noises, they come to the noises, and you just snipe them off one by one.
Or
yeah, but
slowly
you don't have heaps of rounds.
I like that you called it the process of elimination. I dig
well,
it. I dig
Yeah,
it.
you know, we got to speak in like, you know, as if it, you know.
Yeah. No, I fuck with
Let's
it.
be honest.
You're gonna run out of ammo in like a day.
What
Well,
will happen is
there could be
the
like
government-
yeah, I don't know.
You need
government-
slingshots, man. You need slingshots and bows.
True.
I mean,
True, yeah.
are there really going to be that many people who are taking the vigilante approach and actually like fighting them themselves, or is it just going to be like the government deploys military units to roam the streets and like murder any zombies they see and tell everyone else to stay at home, sort of thing, and board your doors and windows? And like, let's be realistic here. Like, are there really going to be people in the streets with guns, like taking matters into their own hands?
I feel like if there was a zombie apocalypse that unfolds, a quote-unquote zombie apocalypse where, like, humans go crazy because of a disease and then start attacking others, I think majorly, like, the world is going to be like, yeah, well, these people are sick, and, like, we can't kill them because that's unethical, and they're still, like, they're sick, and they're still alive, and murdering them is stupid. So I think they just try to capture them or contain them. In some way.
Contain them. Why then you just have these like sick zombie camps, just caged individuals who have been
Probably.
infected by the virus?
They'll probably do that. They'll probably do that then until the virus spreads to like the military and then it gets out of control.
And then the zombies have guns, bro.
And then
Then
you're
what?
fucked.
Oh,
Then
It's
what
it would
the
it
fuck?
would greatly depend on like where it was. Like in Russia, I'm pretty sure that they would just kill those fuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even in
North
America,
Korea.
I could see. In America, dude, bro, they would 100% be deploying the military. to
Dude,
kill,
no,
just to
dude, there'd be
kill them.
people fucking zombie rights. Zombie
Yeah.
rights.
Nah,
There'd
no
be that.
way.
There'd be that, but there would also, there would definitely be some kind of like.
Oh, there's got to be so many people in America that like fetishize the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, easily.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
All the guys
Oh,
out
yeah.
west
Waiting for it to
living in
happen.
ranches with a bunch of guns be like, oh, yeah, dude, I'm fucking ready. I'm ready for anything.
Absolutely.
I'm just doing the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry.
Oh, is that Kobe?
Yeah, it's Kobe.
Yeah, you can take
All
over.
good.
I mean, let's
Anyway,
be honest, guys.
Back
if
to
you
the
get
zombie
infected,
apocalypse.
there's only one cure, and that's gamersubs.gg.
It is.
Absolutely.
Right
That's the
fucking
only
there.
thing that's going to save
Already
humanity.
drank all mine.
Oh, he's already drank
Gamersubs.gg.
one.
It's
We're
got
all
vitamin
immune.
C, vitamin D, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, vitamin H, zinc, potassium.
Yeah.
You're not
All
gonna get
cures for
sick if
zombie.
you drink this shit.
No chance of it. No chance of it.
No
So
chance
stock
at
up
all.
now. Go to gamersubs.gg and use code Misfits. Buy yourself some delicious gamer energy. It's good for you.
Gamer energy, PogChamp.
Very, very.
Am I lying
fun.
about saying it will protect you from zombies? Absolutely, but you should still get some.
It will protect you from the zombies that we have made up just now.
Yeah.
Yes. Hypothetically, you'll survive.
All right. Well, enough zombie talk. How about?
Yeah, true.
How about dude? It's our 100th episode. So it's big 100. That's like 3 digits. It's fucking insane. How about we reflect on past podcasts? Which one do you think was your favorite that we recorded out of all the podcasts?
Good question. There.
I like
Yeah.
I like the
Do you ever
one
go
where I
back?
built the X-wing and shot the bullets at Matt.
Oh,
I
was
I
hyped for
remember
one.
that.
Back when we
that
first
was-
got the office.
Yeah, that was good. That office was nice. I like that office.
Yeah.
I did too.
I really enjoyed a lot of the early ones that we did just on Discord when we first
Yeah.
started out. Like I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
that
the
was
LSD one. That's a favorite of mine
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, the acid one, the Poland story.
Obviously.
The
Oh,
one where
it's
me and
classic.
Mason were talking about phase and shit. That was fucking.
Oh,
Oh,
funny.
What was that? That was like one of the really early ones. That was like
Yeah.
episode 5 or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, we've done so many. And like, do you ever go back and listen to the really, really early ones? It's
occasionally.
crazy.
Yeah,
I haven't
something
listened
like
to
literally-
one of the early ones in a while. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just haven't.
because we started them in 2018.
That's
Right,
crazy.
actually around this time, 2018.
Yeah.
I think.
A little bit
so-
after. A little bit after.
little
It was
bit
like
after.
July
Yeah.
25th, I think.
Something like that. Yeah. Then yeah, we've come a long
June.
way. Holy fuck, lots happened since then.
Yeah.
Jesus.
100 fucking episodes. That's almost 2 years, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much 2 years.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
We've missed a couple in that frame, but all in all, pretty decent. Pretty
Pretty
decent
freaking good
track
run,
record,
boys.
dude. Not a
Go
bad
us.
run at all. We're with Spotify now.
Yeah.
We started
Yeah.
24 hours earlier on Spotify.
And there's video
still.
podcasts on
With
Spotify
video?
now. So cool.
If you're listening to
Spotify
this on
really are the best.
Spotify, dude, come on, punch your phone. Come on, right there. Fucking punch it. There you go.
Nice one, guys. Great. I'm
Yeah,
not doing that.
Brofist brothers.
One of my favorite episodes is probably like the edibles episode, that first one we did.
Oh.
At the office.
Oh,
That was-
yeah.
Yeah, that was great. We duct taped the fucking GoPro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Fucking ripped it off at the
so
end.
funny, God.
That was funny as fuck.
Yeah, that was good
Early
shit.
days of
I
Misfits house.
I think I edited that one as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a fucking pain in my ass. I was up the entire night doing that, and then for a reward, Ryan got me a bong.
I remember that.
It was a fucking sick one.
Yeah.
It was fucking really nice.
I edited the intro for that. Also, the second edibles podcast was really good. Which I think I don't know if you guys remember that. That was back at the house as well.
Yeah.
I just got so fucked up for that episode. Holy shit.
The drunk podcast with Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. And of course, all our guest episodes, traveling around.
Oh,
and
yeah.
having guests on.
Oh,
super
God.
fun too.
It-
Unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely crazy, man. And now, well, not right now, I guess, because Toby's in New Zealand, but we've all
Yep.
congregated in Melbourne. We all live here. We're all doing our thing. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is
Yeah,
crazy.
dude, it's been big ups and coming.
Big ups.
Coming. Heaps of coming.
We've all developed a lot too. It's really cool. Like,
Yeah.
the podcast has clearly got so much better, and everyone's become so much better at like expressing what they have in their head. And I remember early on, it was really hard sometimes to keep a conversation going on the podcasts, and especially with interruptions and stuff, because we weren't very good at making sure that there's only one person talking at a time.
Yeah,
and shit like that.
so anyways,
Yeah.
It's gotten so much better.
no, for sure, man. There's been a lot of definitely if you look at earlier podcast episodes, you can see a huge improvement on how everybody flows. People that didn't talk as much talk way more. Everyone's more of a part of the conversation. Especially the last 10 or so podcasts, it's been very good. Everyone's really on their shit.
They've been fun. It's kind of a shame to be back on Discord because the lag does actually make it really hard not to interrupt sometimes because it's
The
a weird
latency.
interference, but it's also kind of nice. It's kind of nostalgic doing them on Discord. Back in the day, it was so easy. We just hop in. We didn't even do video back then, so we were literally just in a call, just kind of shooting the shit. The vibe back then was very. I really enjoy listening to some of the earlier podcasts from time to time, just because it's like a little portal to the past. And, the energy was different, not necessarily better, but definitely interesting to see kind of that energy from 2 years ago. It's nice. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
man.
strange.
It's
100.
crazy. I've been doing YouTube for fucking 5 years now.
Oh yeah, it's so
Almost
crazy to think about
5
that
years.
stuff.
I guess I have too. I guess I've kind of taken this year off mainly, but
Half a
It's more like
decade,
4,
man.
but-
We've been in this shit. It's fucking. I still feel like a new YouTuber.
same.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
I feel like such a baby on YouTube. I guess we kind of are because now a 5-year YouTube career isn't even that long by most people's standards. That's kind of a lot of people don't even make it until 3 or 4 years. I think we were quite fortunate in that we blew up quite quickly after starting.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I really blew up within a year of beginning, or at least that's when my growth started. And same for you, Jay. I remember seeing you blow up after a few months of the Overwatch and Toby riding my coattails. And
Yeah.
Me snorting water and
Oh
rapping.
no.
Yeah, all that
Yeah.
shit. Mason
Just being absolutely goofy.
griefing kids on Rust.
Yeah.
Humble beginnings,
it's
man. It's just crazy to see how far along we've came. It's a shame that 2020 wasn't the banger year.
Yeah, we all thought it was going to be.
Everybody expected. Everybody in their head was like,
Literally,
2020?
dude.
There is no way that 2020 can be a bad year. It's literally 2020. New decade, new fucking thing. And it's nah.
Yeah.
No.
At the
Shit's
beginning of the
on.
year, I had such a great optimistic energy. I was really just kind of getting out of my comfort zone in a lot of ways, doing so many different things. And then bro, this virus is just absolutely fucked. It's so it's the year in
the
general.
worst thing.
It started out with the fucking fires here in Australia, and then
It's so crazy to think that was this year.
Yeah.
It's just so much political tension in the air, so much just tension in world events, just really peculiar times that we're living in.
Very.
But it's okay. I mean, it's kind of a learning experience, I guess, and man, I'm curious to see like what happens in the world and what the vibe's like once the virus actually does kind of more or less go away and people are free to resume their lives like they normally would. It's going to be like a real upswing, hopefully.
It's going to be. I feel like it's going to be a delayed. Sorry, I feel like it's going to be like a delayed onset where like people finally crawl out of their cave after months of being indoors, hissing at the sunlight, then being like, okay, well, I don't have a job, I don't have a career anymore. What do I do?
Yeah.
And, or people like I know guys that they were on like their last year of college and they cannot do like online learning. Like it is not for them at all. And so they're literally like, well, fuck, what am I gonna do this year if I'm not gonna study and I can't work? So yeah, the guy I talked to, he's just gonna fucking play RuneScape and try to max.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
good call.
a lot of
All you
lives
can
have
do.
been affected in a way that requires quite a lot of repair, and lives will be continued to be affected that way. And there's going to be, obviously economic fallout as well. But hopefully, once things are able to resume normally again, there will be kind of like, I don't know. I'm a big believer in the human spirit and in human optimism, and like people will come together and figure shit out.
Oh, dude,
like,
I give the shit 2 years before it
bad
passes,
times.
man. I give it like 2 years before like we're completely off the COVID train, and the only real COVID outbreaks are probably going to be like mitigated through like international action.
Like I'm just worried about climate change. Like let's just bring back that. Let's just start worrying about that again.
Man.
That was way more fun.
It was way more fun being worried about something that's far in the future. Something that doesn't affect us right now.
I mean, it's not really far in the future. It's currently happening, but at least it was like you could leave your house and get a beer kind of thing.
Yeah, it was just either really hot or really cold.
Yeah.
Right? now you can't even do that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, dude. I go outside with this fucking mask and shit on. The whole deal.
Don't.
With this, not with the chainmail, but with the balaclava.
Really?
But not covering my whole head. Like I'll flip it down so my hair is showing. Because I just feel like if I fucking walk into a store with a full on balaclava, like I'll have to be like, hey, I'm not here to rob the place. I'm just I don't want to get sick.
Would that mask actually help?
I mean, it's full on cloth. It's a face covering.
Yeah,
like
it's not like medical grade, but it's still like enough technically. Like
look, man,
need the medical one.
Look, man, it's either full around my face and my neck. Like there's no way for like anything to escape it, and or like one of those fucking small M95 masks that don't really. I don't know. It doesn't really do that much for me. This is just safer and easier, and I already have it.
My dentist, I told them that in Victoria you get fined for not having a mask on, and they're like, oh, and then they just came out with this massive bag of masks and gave it to me.
Holy shit!
Holy shit, that's pog.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
You went to the dentist, right? Are those your new pearly
got my
whites?
new teeth.
Oh, let me get it. Let's get a close up, dude. Let me see them.
Nice.
Oh, that's fucking epic.
Glaring white at me. God, it's so
there's some
bright.
pearly white choppers, man.
They're veneers, so like they're like these little covers, like ceramic covers, I guess, that go over the teeth and get glued in, and they're permanently there.
That's fucking amazing.
My teeth were really bad before, but yeah.
No, they look good.
Did it hurt?
No, I thought it was going to. I've been wanting to do it for ages, and I didn't do it because the first time I went to an appointment for it, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to grind down your entire teeth until they're little stumps, and then we're gonna put these covers on them." And I was like, "I am not doing that." But then I went
sounds awful.
went to an appointment while I was here, and they were like, "No, it'll be pretty uninvasive, and we'll get it done as fast as possible." And it was really good.
Were you asleep or?
No,
What was it like?
basically.
Wait, did you feel it?
I mean, they just like kind of flattened out the teeth a little bit, but I was like so numb that I didn't really feel anything.
Oh, so they give you
With, like one of those
what's
like
Novocaine?
like those circle things goes and then they get like
Yeah.
on your
A little
teeth.
Dremel.
You scrape
It wasn't
away.
bad. And then they just kind of held these little individual teeth in place and until they were glued in. And each tooth is like painted and stuff to look natural. It's really cool.
That's sick.
I haven't yet. But
I
I've
literally
eaten
can't
some
do
hard
that.
stuff.
I can't even eat apples, man. It
Why
sucks.
not?
Wait,
either.
why?
Because
My teeth are too sensitive.
because my tooth will chip if I eat it.
Really?
Because I got a
I
cap,
got a
dude.
cap. I got a cap on my arm
Oh,
too.
Yeah. So as soon as I
Oh.
bite into it, if I bite into an apple, it's just gonna fucking
Dude.
just snap
Fall
off.
I
off.
had
I
a
just-
bunch of caps all in my molars. Like I had maybe like 4 or 5 molars with caps in them, and like all of them are out now. So I just have like little pits in my teeth. So whenever I like eat rice or cereal, like it'll just be packed down like a tobacco lip, and I'll have to spend like an hour just like with my tongue just trying to fucking dig it out.
Same.
I don't know if I should go to a dentist and get them refilled. Sometimes I have tooth pain, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, tooth pain sucks.
I mean, I feel
was
like
bad.
most people don't go to the dentist anywhere near as often as they should. And I'm one of those
Yeah.
people. I fucking hate the
It's
dentist.
supposed to be 2 times a year. 6-month
Yeah,
checkup and then cavity fill. Or
I've
teeth
been
cleaning.
meaning to go to the dentist for like a year and a half, to be completely honest with you.
I feel like that's so common too.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
fucking people fucking shoving needles in my gums.
I know. And there's just something about like having something in your mouth that fucks with you. Like even when you're numb, just the feeling of something scraping at your teeth and shit, it's so shitty.
Oh, nothing, dude. Just hearing the sound of like the
Yeah.
metal instrument, fucking.
fucking-
no, like
no,
the
it's
little
gonna be-
pick, just going,
Oh, yeah.
fucking scraping.
I honestly
no,
never
I
even
hated
found
it.
it that bad. Like as a kid, like I didn't find it that. Like it was obviously you're not excited about going to the dentist, but I didn't find it like uncomfortable to the point where it was unbearable. Did you guys go like to a hygienist as well after every appointment? So
Yeah.
you go to see the dentist, and then you go to a different office and see the hygienist, and they would just like clean your teeth in a really insane way, like
No.
really
Oh,
thoroughly with
maybe.
electric toothbrushes and
Yeah.
shit, and like they get that tube that just sucks all your saliva out of
Yeah,
your mouth. Like
I love
Yeah,
that shit. I
yeah.
love
They
closing
clean
my
your
mouth
shit.
and it sucks my cheeks in.
Dude,
It's fucking amazing.
The hygienist was like the best part because afterwards your teeth literally never feel cleaner. That you just
Yeah.
feel like they're so smooth and shiny, and your breath smells amazing.
Yeah,
because-
dude, I would feel the gaps in between my teeth, and that would fuck with me. Like if you put your tongue onto the back of your front row, like it feels like it's all one thing, more or less. But as soon as you get that shit done, you put it there, like you could easily
Yeah.
tell the difference between all of the teeth, and that shit would always fuck with me. I'd be like, wow, it's not like a solid plate of plaque anymore.
The one bad thing of this whole experience for me was that they were like, oh, you should get your teeth whitened before you get the veneers in because I don't know, you can't do it after the veneers are in. I was like, all right, I've never done that before. And you can either do this thing where you like put a strip in for like 10 minutes a day when you're at home and it will gradually whiten it, or you can just sit in a chair for 2 hours and they'll just cover your teeth in this bleach stuff and then clean it off and then do it again and again and again. And I was like, yeah, this isn't too bad. And then it gets to a point after like an hour and a half and I was like, oh, it's actually starting to hurt now. I'm like, okay, we'll stop. And then I went home, and for the next 24 hours was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. It was
Really?
so sensitive because like, and it would just be random. So I'd just be like lying in bed because I kind of just didn't get out of bed for the next 24 hours. I'd just be lying in bed, and then all of a sudden, just like a tooth would just have this insanely sharp, aggressive pain, and I like it would make me not able to walk. I'll be walking somewhere and I get
My
the pain,
God.
and then I'd just have to stop and couldn't do anything. It was
Oh
fucked.
shit.
But it luckily only lasted like 24 hours, and then it was gone, and my teeth looked amazing.
Whitening your roots.
Oh, it was so. Oh, I hated it.
You
Is
should
it actually-
you
is it
should
actually bad for
chewed
the
on some
teeth?
ice.
Oh,
like
No way.
You know, dude,
God.
it could be worse. You know, like the oldest like dental thing on record apparently was like the ancient Aztecs or the Mayans, like one of those South American kind of civilizations. What they used to do is they took like the hottest fucking peppers they could find, and they would grind it into a paste, let it bake in the sun, grind it into an even more concentrated paste, put it in the sun, even more concentrated, to the point where it was practically just pure capsaicin. And then they would take that rub and they'd rub it all over the gums and the affected tooth of whoever, you know, whoever has a toothache. And then once it was completely numbed and spicy and like they weren't able to feel anything, they just fucking essentially take a primitive pair of pliers and just rip it out.
No way.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the Westerners were like, you'll just give him a bunch. We'll give him a bunch of alcohol until he's blind drunk, and then we'll rip it out of his skull. So
God.
you wake up with a horrible tooth pain and a hangover, and the cure for that is more alcohol.
True.
That's always the
Fucking
cure for
epic.
everything, honestly.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy how like before anesthetics, like modern day anesthetics, people would just drink to like get through medical procedures. They would just get fucking hammered, slam whiskey beforehand.
Yep.
Fucking
It's wild.
good fun.
Mm.
Thank God we are living in this time and not an older time.
Yeah, I wish
Things were hard.
drinking alcohol cured COVID. Surprised it hasn't been a thing that's been going around. Like why like misinformation like that isn't like as popular. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, because like people believe that Bill Gates fucking manufactured the virus. Why wouldn't they believe that drinking a fuck ton of alcohol would cure them?
It's such a small, like, loud minority of people, surely, that actually believe these things they read. Like, really, how many people is it? It's a few thousand people is enough for it to seem like a lot more than it is.
The worst thing about the internet is the loud minorities of all these groups, where it's like a tiny group of people that have these crazy opinions, but because they're the only people talking about it, seems like it's everyone that's like that,
Yeah, it's always the worst. And it's so easy to pay attention to them as well because it's outraging, right? And it's also very easy to I don't know, voice an opinion again. Like, people like talking about things, and like people like being right, so it's fun. It's fun in a way to like trash these people on Reddit or on whatever, like trash anti-maskers, like just trash them. They're doing this isn't going to help them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like talking about them all the time, like complaining about these people. It's not really the issue at hand, in my opinion. It kind of just seems like this circle jerk of just like, I'm better than you. Like, I can't believe you believe this sort of thing. Like, it's kind of I don't know.
The worst thing,
it's not coming from the right place, in my opinion.
The worst thing though is when someone like you hear all these people saying all these crazy things, and then they attribute it to a larger group of people, and they're like, that group of people believes this bullshit. It's like, that's where it gets like fucked.
I guess
that's where like stereotyping and shit comes from.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I think a lot of that just comes down to just people's personal grabs with identity, and they don't want to be identified as, or grouped in with, a certain category of people. So they're very loud about distancing themselves from what they don't like, and they're very loud about supporting what they do like, because this is who they identify as, and they want to feel like they're like supporting whatever that is, and that they're standing out, and that they're in on the right side of history, and that they're doing the right things, when in reality it's everyone's actually just an individual, and if you just make decisions on an individual basis and don't worry so much about this group or that, then things will probably be a lot better overall, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just an individual. I'm just a guy talking on a show.
The 100th episode of the show.
The 100th episode of the show, which has actually been like, I wish we had something fun to talk about instead of just how.
Or something fun to do instead of just being, all separated.
Yeah.
Maybe we all should have grabbed some beers or something.
Maybe. It would just be great to have a good story to tell. Or, to have an adventure we've just gone on, or all of the things that kind of made the Misfits podcast what it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
All we have to talk about is our quiet lives, working or living in our quarantined environments, or world news. And world news isn't very fun right now.
Yes.
or what I've been kind of falling back on, which is just ridiculous hypotheticals about zombies, and about like, what if you had fucking fire for arms, or like, just random shit. These are the things I'm falling back on. So we can just hit up some more hypotheticals. And live in a hypothetical world, because it's much more entertaining than the world we're currently living in.
Even with this COVID and everything, at least I know by Wednesday of next week, I will have a little cat that will entertain me for many, many years. So I won't be lonely anymore in COVID. COVID times. And Jay, I got tested, and I'm negative for COVID-19. When I get my cat, did you and Anna want to come around?
Yeah, probably.
Epic.
Just making plans on the podcast.
Got nothing else to do.
Why not?
Grab lunch.
I'm
bored
definitely
as
gonna come
fuck.
see it though.
Yeah, dude, you need to see him. He's small and furry.
What are you gonna call your cat, Swagger?
I'm thinking about crowdsourcing a name on Twitter. Like doing.
I thought you were gonna
Twitter-
call it crowdsourcing.
No. Think about crowdsourcing a name on like Twitter.
It sounds like a terrible idea.
It is, but I'm curious to see. It'll probably end up being its middle name, but you know, I'm thinking about calling it Bear.
Bear.
Yeah, it's a little brown, fuzzy British
Bear
short
cum
hair.
sock souls.
Bear cum sock souls. It's gonna be a pretty epic name.
Cum sock souls.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
So many people recently will have been asking if Misfits content and stuff is going to be coming out, and it blows my mind that they don't understand the fact that everyone's stuck in quarantine. Like we can't really film any Misfits videos at the moment and stuff like that.
Very difficult.
Like we have a
Very
lot.
challenging.
We have a lot planned. Like we have a very
Yeah.
decent amount of ideas and shit that we're pretty much ready to film. It's just a matter of like you literally can't get the required amount of people together because of like the COVID restrictions. Like you can't have too many people working and doing certain things and gathering and all that shit. Toby can't even get into the country.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Oh no,
But
you're trapped in New Zealand, the best country in the world. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not complaining too much. I mean, I do want to get back, obviously, but it's a nice place to be trapped at the moment.
Have you been spending all your time in Auckland, or have you traveled? At all
I
in
just
New
got back
Zealand
from
too?
Christchurch. Spent a little time in Christchurch. That was nice. Christchurch is like still so empty after the earthquakes, but the bits that have been like rebuilt are really nice and modern. Yeah.
It's Christchurch where the parties are at.
Yeah. Probably not.
I don't think you would have been hitting up the college parties, but
Yeah, no.
Christchurch is like the university town in New Zealand, right? Like Otago and that. So
Yeah.
my brother's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mainly I've just been in New Zealand. It's really interesting. I've noticed with COVID that like being trapped inside and kind of having to stick to being at home, it's like interesting how normal things can like kind of get longer and longer, and you can get more used to doing things longer. Like I went from doing a 5-hour stream and being like, oh yeah, that was quite a lot. I'm pretty tired after that. The past few days I've been doing 14-hour streams and they don't even feel long to me anymore.
understand.
It's just like slowly getting longer and longer. Soon I'll be doing week-long streams.
Your entire life is
Can't
just one big
imagine it.
stream.
You're a machine.
I've
What are you mainly doing on your stream?
League, Minecraft, and Warzone.
Epic.
Nice.
Do you
Nice
do a lot of
trio.
just chatting?
Pardon?
Like, do you do a lot of just chatting, like where you're just like talking to your chat, or
I do a bit. It's not as much as I should because it's like it's what people kind of secretly want on Twitch. It's like the Twitch meta is just chatting.
Yeah.
And it's also just kind of easy content, but I don't do it as much as I should. There's a new game that just came out where it's a little survival game where you're like the size of an insect.
Grounded? Is that
Yeah,
Oh.
grounded. And
Saying that.
you like run around the grass and build little bases and stuff, and the enemies in this world are like actual insects. So you gotta it's basically a
shit. That sounds
survival world
epic.
where you gotta
What?
fight off spiders and shit. It sounds so fun.
Looks so
actually-
good.
When does it come out? Is it
oh,
out?
I
I think it's in early access.
Honey,
at
I
the
Shrunk the
moment.
Kids.
Is it any
fuck,
good? Is
what?
it fun?
I haven't played it. I downloaded it last night. I think it came out yesterday. I have heard that it is very clearly in early access at the moment. But it looks sick.
Yeah.
I want
Looks fun
some
as.
gameplay.
It's kind of epic, actually.
Yeah.
Dude, it reminds me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and I went on the ride for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's like a 4D ride
I
in
did too.
Disneyland, and that shit freaked me the fuck out. I almost remember that experience as like oddly psychedelic because I was like, there was this thing where you have to go into a movie theater and watch this thing about like giant insects or something like that, giant spiders, and like I remember the seat would have like. It would have like things like
Oh.
come out and stab you in the back.
that
and shit.
was the Bugs Life thing.
Oh,
That was
no,
the
it's a
fucking
Bugs
Bugs Life thing. It was like
that's
the
right,
fucking
yeah.
the Hornets and shit.
What?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
all the
yeah.
Hornets
That
would
shit
fly
scared the
in front of the
fuck out
movie
me, bro.
screen, and you're sitting down in these seats, and there's this little hole, like this little circle in the back that fucking shoots out and
Yeah.
punches you in the back.
Why?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
and
They
they were
were-
like, you could feel like rats running over your feet and shit.
Yeah.
Like this,
Fuck.
Dude, there were so many fucking complaints about that back thing, like people saying that it hurt their back, and
it hurt.
Why is that a
Yeah.
thing? Like,
I don't know. It's just like supposed
it's
to be
supposed
4D,
to
like you feel
immerse you in
immersed.
the world.
But in reality, it was just kind of like really uncomfortable.
It was fucking horrible, man. I hate it. I was
So,
like
yeah.
fucking. I was like 9 years old or something. 10 years old.
why
I
it's
kind of
so
don't
nasty.
like those sort of rides.
Freaking
The ones
out.
where it's like 4D and stuff.
Yeah.
The ones with the 3D screens and shit. I get motion sick. I went on the Harry Potter one, and what was it called? Universal or something.
Uh-huh.
It was crazy, and I got motion sick. I was like, oh, I don't want to be on this while I'm flying around on a broomstick. I'm like, oh.
Looks like you're not cut out to be a wizard, man.
Yeah,
Not
it was
cut out for
fucked.
I'm so excited for the Misfits Minecraft server. Because we've never all played Minecraft together, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize
Down
it
for
until
that.
recently. Because, everyone plays Minecraft, but we've never all done it together. I'm really excited for
Got it,
that.
man.
Yeah.
I reckon
I'm
we should do a
thinking
hardcore world together, Swagger.
Oh, let's fucking go, dude. I lost my hardcore world the other fucking
Yeah,
day.
I saw the
Oh,
clip.
I'm still so cut about it, man. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, that was not a good way to go out either.
No, man. I had the golden apple in my hand. I was burning in the nether, 1 HP, and I started munching and I died.
Damn.
It was very frustrating. I'm thinking
it's
about doing
rough.
doing like a
Travis.
solo Tekkit Let's Play on stream.
Yeah,
I
I
have the
did
Feed
that
the
for a
Beast
bit.
mod pack.
I saw a mod pack called Create that looks really cool. It's like it's machinery focused, but everything is like visual. So there's like windmills that actually rotate, and there's cogs and gears that move and stuff. And it looks really cool. It's almost like a Tekkity vibe with the machinery, but with animations, and it looked so sick. I think it's just
yeah.
called Minecraft Create.
Dope.
down.
Yeah. Minecraft is kind of a timeless game, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's so crazy that it's still so big.
Yeah.
I'm so shit
It
at
beat
Minecraft.
Tetris. It beat Tetris as the most played game, or like the most bought game.
Wow.
People buy Tetris?
They bought.
It's so old now too. It's
Well,
been out for 11 years.
most of them bought a phone that had Tetris on it. But
Oh, really?
the point still stands. Is like, it was the most produced and owned game, and now that's Minecraft, which is fucking pretty
Yeah.
dope.
That's lit.
Well, it's been out for like 11 years now. Right?
Yeah, over 11
it's like
years.
a pretty substantial amount of time for like one game to still be getting updates and be popular. Like,
Yeah.
I can't really think of any other game out right now that's anywhere close.
Yeah.
For being maintained for that long. It's wild because it's just such a fundamentally like dope concept. I think that it would just never get
Yeah.
old.
Yep, you
It's
mine
like
and you
Legos,
craft.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
And like
Well,
even now I'll still learn new things. Like recently I decided I wanted to learn how to use redstone. And like that was so much fun on stream, just figuring stuff out, like trial and error. And the fact that Minecraft as a game can be so fundamentally basic but still so diverse and complicated in so many different ways is so good. It's so impressive.
Poggers, dude.
Absolutely
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
We love Minecraft.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, get on the Patreon, get that $10 tier, get on the Misfits server.
Yes, Bog.
Be like
Give
our
it a
boy
geese.
Jonathan Veller, Employee of the
yeah.
Month, the
Hey,
sitcom,
legend.
the fucking
Absolute
legend.
legendary legend.
Yeah, man.
This guy oils for sure.
Patreon.com/Misfits. Join the monthly tier. Play some Minecraft. Play a bit of Minecraft with the boys.
Do it.
The boys.
It'll
Why
be lit.
not? With the boys.
I'm actually really excited to see what the community builds. That's always
I
so
am too.
fun about
Yeah.
about community servers. Just seeing the crazy cool things people can make. Yeah, and the colossal cocks.
They're gonna have their own
Guys.
plots and their own factions and all that. Then we'll have our own little separate SMP server for just us that they could spectate. Man, oh, so much shit. It's gonna be
Think
fun.
it'll be fun.
It's gonna be a good
God
time.
bless.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, is there anything else that we have to cover Anything else we want to talk about?
Saw another mouse last night.
Oh,
Saw another
again?
mouse last
Yeah.
night. Why didn't you bring this up
Wait,
earlier?
Where?
It was in the
Infested.
back near the pantry, just running, disappeared
Oh
through a
my
magic
God,
hole, dude.
Another
It was
fucking
gone.
mouse.
Fuck's sake! Did we talk about how we
We
killed
caught
that
a mouse.
the first time? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
saw that
we
on the
filmed it.
Snapchat.
It was like 10 of us just trying to catch this mouse in the lounge room, lifting up
Yeah.
couches with fucking bowls and shit, trying to
Yeah.
catch.
Yeah, we caught him like
Catch this
4
little
times, and he
rascal.
kept escaping.
Yeah, we got him. We got him, and then like he would just keep getting out. He's a mischievous little fucker. And then eventually we caught him after like 20 minutes of intense battle with this little rodent.
Went to the backyard, had him in a box, and I just fucking lobbed him 40 meters.
and then we all just stood there for a couple of seconds after you'd lobbed him, and then we're like, "Well, I guess that's that," and just walked back in the house.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I
yeah.
saw
Same
him
mouse came
roll
back.
over and run off into the field.
I think it might be the same one, actually. Who knows?
Like it's just
Yeah,
come back.
He's
It's got
back
a
for
scent.
revenge.
No,
Say,
it's
man, I
coming
miss
for
it
you,
in there.
mate.
Hey,
Cripple
next
split.
time I see him, I'm stomping him.
No,
I'm just saying that.
surely not.
Ew.
Barefoot and everything.
No.
Mason,
Fucking
like last
yuck.
podcast, dude. Like last podcast, just get an iguana. It'll hunt the mice.
Really?
Yeah,
get an
dude. He'll just go
iguana.
around the house
Dude.
hunting the mice.
That'd be sick. Just have a little guava.
And Misfits
crawling
Lizard would be
out.
kind of sick.
Yeah.
Just strolling around the house being a mascot.
A fucking Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon.
Dude, I dig. It'd be awesome. You swim in the pool, chill. Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah! All
I
right.
love Jay's forehead
100
cam.
episode 101.
Heck yeah.
Little eyebrow cam.
Little eyebrows. 100
All right.
podcast episodes.
100 podcasts. We'll see you
100.
next
We
week
did it.
for
We did
episode
it.
101 featuring Mason's iguana. He'll be giving an exclusive interview.
Yep.
I can't look after him, man. Like I said, I can barely look after myself.
He'll look after you, mate. It's a
Yeah.
fucking iguana, bro. He'll put you to bed, kiss
As
you on
long
the forehead.
as long as he's taking out the mice in the house, fuck it, I'll get one.
Awesome.
All right.
Let's
Sounds like
go.
a plan. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for sticking with us for 100 episodes. We appreciate it. Hope you're staying safe and sane throughout these times, as always. Thank you to GamerSubs, our sponsor, and our good friends for supporting the podcast. GamerSubs.gg, code Misfits.
Mm-hmm.
And
10% off.
get fucked, basically. Go fuck yourself. Have an awful day. Peace.
Fuck you.
Bye.